Good morning, good morning, good morning. I got a story. You ready to hear it? Here it goes. Hey, I'm just tuning back in from a lovely vacation I had with family in Florida. We went to Orlando, Florida. Originally, it was supposed to be a vacation or celebration for my youngest son and granddaughter's second birthday. We did end up seeing them, but mainly it was just me and my immediate family that was together on most of that vacation. And I do want to share some footage with you, kind of let you know what happened and what didn't happen on that trip. And like I said, it's positively vibes over here, so I am going to somewhat tell you the pros and cons of this trip, regardless of you plan and don't plan. So to kind of give you the ins and outs to what to expect if you are planning a trip to Florida in general, just to kind of keep your eyes in light to what may happen. But I will say this in comparison, this trip reminded me of one of my favorite movies growing up, National Lampoon's Vacation, basically, with Clark W. Griswold. He did all the planning in the world to provide a trip to his family to go to what they call, quote unquote, Wally World, which we know basically in the movie sake they couldn't say Disney World, but they used Wally World, and they were traveling from Chicago to California, which would have been technically Disneyland. But they was referring to it as Wally World in the movie. And he encountered everything under the sun trying to get on that trip or get across country to get to his destination. Anything and everything he experienced. I would say on a personal note, it was pretty much the same. Just keep in mind, when you are traveling to the state of Florida, there are going to be hidden fees and everything you could possibly think about. Regardless of how much money you put aside, there's going to be a hidden cost to everything. So I will go into more detail about some of those encounters that we experienced as far as extra fees and costs in a different video. But this, I do want to say in this video, which I felt was kind of disappointing. I have spent pretty much most of my childhood going back and forth to Disney World with my family. I was fortunate to where we were able to go at least once a year. If it wasn't after Christmas, on our Christmas break, we would either go spring break or we would possibly go maybe during the summer. I know one year we did go for my birthday. I don't remember how old I was, but we did go one year for my birthday to Walt Disney World. I will say this, as far as the Magic Kingdom, it was typically one of my favorite parks to go to. This go around, I did not feel the magical experience. And what I mean by that, they no longer have the characters walking around like they once did, which was really encouraging to smaller children so that they can see the princesses, so they can see the prince, so they can see the villains, so they can see other characters that they have grown to love in these movies that normally would be in certain or staged in certain areas of the park. So like, I'll just give you an example. If you were going to Frontierland or Fantasyland, you might see Peter Pan or Captain Hook, or you might see oh god, I can't think of the character, but the Pirates of the Caribbean. Y'all know Jack Sparrow, Captain Jack Sparrow. You would see him or something like that. And of course, if you went in Fantasyland, you would most likely see like Snow White or Cinderella or something like that, beyond just seeing the performances in Mainstream USA or Main Street USA. You don't really get it anymore. And a lot of the older attractions I know times are changing, but some of that stuff you need to keep, Disney. You really do. And on a perspective of, if you are someone that is traveling with disabilities, it's kind of, in hindsight, a slap in the face. The park is now charging $85 just to rent a mobile scooter. So, and of course, they don't have enough to accommodate most of their guests. When they go out, they just aren't available. Unfortunately, that happened to me. I have not shared this with anybody yet. I feel like I was taking my time to go ahead and share this as far as what is going on with me. So I'm going to go ahead and touch bases on that today. So basically, I suffered an injury at work during the month of December, which I have injured my back. So I'm not able to do as much walking as I like to. So from a mobility point of view, I can only walk for so far and then have to take breaks and things of that nature. And now even at work, some of my restrictions has changed up because I have hurt my back. I also, back in early August, was officially diagnosed with extreme blood pressure. So my blood pressure has gotten so high, y'all, that I have been in stroke level for a minute, to the point where I have now damaged my kidneys. So I'm in what they call stage 3 kidney disease. I was diagnosed with that back in December. That, yes, I have damaged my kidneys. And unfortunately, it's not something that can be fixed. The only thing I could do at this point is keep them from potentially getting worse to where it would cause me to have dialysis or have to get a kidney transplant. So right now, my doctors are trying to do the best that they can to try to help with weight management. I know you all have noticed that I have put on a little bit of weight. It has to do with some of the medications that I was placed on, and with me having kidney problems, it has caused me to sustain some weight. But don't worry, we already got a plan in motion. So hopefully, because of the health problems I currently have available right now to me, I am looking at potentially getting gastric bypass surgery. I will go for a consultation in May. I will keep you all updated. We're looking at potentially doing the sleeve, because with weight, it intensifies it. It doesn't make the situation any better. And then I also have other underlying health issues that will, if my weight is not maintained, it kicks it up a notch. So basically, it makes my body do a whole bunch of crazy things, and we don't want that. So I'm trying to stay as healthy as I can, of course, because who does it? And I still want to be able to have the ability to travel and spend time with my friends and family and do the things that I love. I didn't touch bases on it when I spoke the last time, when I was trying to keep you all informed or updated, but I am going to be pursuing more, a lot of cooking journeys on my page. So you're going to see me trying and attempting new things, and I will go ahead and upload those at the time when I am pursuing those, or what we call do-it-yourself projects too, that I love to do. I love putting shit together and stuff like that. So you're going to see that from time to time. I might be doing that. But I just kind of wanted to give you all an update on what was going on and what the trip was like, and so that you all can kind of get an idea on what was what. But that's all I have for now. Please stay tuned. If you like my video, please hit the like and share video. I appreciate it. And like I said, positive vibes over here, y'all. I'm not with the negativity. Again, I'm just sharing my journey. And if you have some shared positive light as far as what you might be experiencing or what you may have to have done in my case, I would appreciate that. Thank you. Bye for now. See you.